Monday morning, welcome back to Week to Week. After weeks of talking about it, getting ready for it, it's finally here. ScotPlant Show 2024 is this week, the biggest construction trade show in Scotland. And I think we're just about ready for it. So that's going to be the majority of this week's episode, is getting to ScotPlant, getting set up, showing you around, get as much content as possible when we are there, and then just basically showing you the whole process start to finish. And if you're new here, my name's William, along with my fiancée Laura and my brother Andrew. We run the attachment company, and this is Week to Week, the series where we take you behind everything that it takes to run our small business. So of course, ScotPlant is the big thing that's on this week and is going to take up the majority of this episode. However, customer orders are still number one priority. I've been out this morning, I've got one customer order came in the Friday afternoon, Friday past, that I built up, got it out this morning, a mixer bowl, an Auger-Torque CM180 mixer bowl. That's the way out, palletways, SNT were in, picked that up. At the same time, dropped off the second last thing we're waiting on for the show, an Auger-Torque cone crusher bucket. And as I say, I think we're pretty much ready for getting to Edinburgh, getting to Ingliston and getting set up. I've been moving everything from the warehouse up to the top yard just in preparation. We've got 2 trucks booked for the load in. One we're loading tomorrow evening for Wednesday morning, and then we'll load the other one. We'll load that same truck again Wednesday afternoon for Thursday morning. Setups on Thursday and Friday. The show is set up on Wednesday and Thursday. The show is on Friday and Saturday, and then fingers crossed we can break everything down Saturday night and get it all back on the one Arctic load back here unloaded Saturday evening. That's the plan. Stick with us to find out what happens. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather keeps up, because if you've been watching any of our previous videos from the last about 6 weeks, you'll know that is highly unlikely. But whatever happens, we'll be here to show you. So thank you for clicking on, stay tuned, let's get after this week. Tuesday morning, the sun is out, thankfully, and the big bonus of ScotPlant being in Edinburgh means it is only 40-45 minutes away from the house, or from the warehouse as well. So we've taken a quick run in this morning just to get an idea of our plot again, and actually to make sure it's dry and hard underfoot, which I'm thankful to say it is, so that should make the loading in a bit easier. I forgot just how not level this plot is, which is a consideration for how and what we're setting up and where, but I'm going to take a quick look around now, come up with a plan and make sure we're ready for tomorrow. But setup officially was not meant to start until 12 o'clock today, but it is 11 AM and I think some people have jumped the gun, but I'll try and give you a quick drive around on the way out today, hopefully. We figured when we were here this afternoon we might as well put the gazebo up. We brought it with us anyway, and we can build a stand round about that. That's pretty much the only thing we brought with us today though, so I think that gives us a good idea of what we're up to, where we're putting stuff. I think my nervousness for setting up will dissipate slightly when we get here tomorrow, actually with some product to start laying it out. But if it keeps up like this, it'll be absolutely lovely. So we're going to hopefully go a drive round here just now, quickly take you a drive round the things that are in at the moment, and then we've got a couple of things to pick up in Edinburgh before we get back and load the truck this evening to be in here tomorrow morning again. If you've seen one of the episodes a few weeks back, I can't remember what number it was, but we were here at Stuart Brewing making our own beer for ScotPlant. We're back here this afternoon picking it up, and we have a car full. So that will be we're giving away at the weekend, and anything that doesn't will go with orders after that. So thanks again to Stuart Brown for that. I'll get one in the fridge. Hopefully get to try it before the weekend. And relax. First load loaded. There was a wee while there in the middle of loading that. I was wondering if everything was fitting on 2 loads, but we've packed it as tight as we can on that one. It lays 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pallets for tomorrow, so there'll be more than enough room. I'll only really be a half load tomorrow, but yeah, way more content at that than now I know everything can get there. And yeah, not much more I can do this evening with regards to the weekend, so I'm going to get in the office, catch up on everything we've missed, and then work out a plan for the rest of the day.
Afternoon, it is Wednesday. I'm not sure what actual date it is. We're here for our first day of setup for ScotPlant 2024, and it's absolutely glorious after all that crap weather we've just had. So it's quite exciting. We've just set up most of the stand. We've got another delivery tomorrow from SNT in the morning, and we'll get all set up. So William is actually just with Woody this minute. We're just going to take a wee walk around and see who's already in. It was a bit chaotic this morning. Lots of movement. We're on quite a really good location, and it's like where all the traffic is, so it's busy, a bit chaotic this morning. But no, we'll take you all a wee walk round, see what's going on.
It's 2:30 PM Wednesday afternoon. We're back at the yard just now. Quickly prepared an order for a 4500 max and the hard rock auger. Customer is coming to pick that up in an hour. In the meantime, while we're waiting on him, we're going to leave again, go pick up one more thing for the show, and we've also had something else delivered when we were away. So let's go pick up what we're needing, then I'll show you what we had delivered, then we'll load SNT for the second time this week, and hopefully that'll be us nearly done for the day. .30 Wednesday evening. Let me give you the update. Went and picked up those track mats that you seen me loading onto the truck there. Picked them up, was back in time for the customer to pick up his order of the drive unit and the auger. Then SNT were in, we loaded the second load of attachments for the show tomorrow. I'm back at the house, I'm going to drop this trailer off. Eagle-eyed viewers may notice the new vehicle. Picked that up last night to use this morning. I'll show you around that a bit later on, or if we run out of time, I'll show you next week. But yeah, thoughts on the day so far. It's been hectic. Started at 5:30 this morning. It's 5:30 just now. We're in at 12 hours already. We've got a few hours to go yet just to get our normal day-to-day things done. I'm going to get in the office here for an hour or so, get back to the emails I've missed today. Back to the showground tomorrow morning. Second load will meet us there about 8:30. We'll get it tipped off, get it all set up, finish setting up the stand. With a digger coming in tomorrow as well, I need to get set up, so plenty left to do. Will be a longer day in at the show for us tomorrow, so hopefully I get some more time to get a good walk around, get you some more content. But for the moment, we're done for Wednesday. Right, while we're waiting, it's Thursday midday. The rain and the hailstone has just started. We are one lift away from having everything in. Thankfully, we're in a Merlot courtesy of Hubway, which is very, very much appreciated, and very much overkill for what we're doing here, but much appreciated. Thank you. Shout out to them for giving us a shot of this. We have, very uninteresting for you to see just now, an Augatorque 150,000 max on the end. Just waiting on this Worsley plant truck getting unloaded just now. We're going to swing this round onto the stand, and then we're going to go and hide for cover for a minute, I think, out of the rain. Right, 4 PM Thursday afternoon, and we are, for all intents and purposes, set up. We're waiting on the health and safety guy to come back, do a little scan of the ground, show us where we can and can't put the flagpoles, and other than that, we are done for the day. Well, done for the setup, I should say. My plan is to try, we've got representatives from each of our brands here tomorrow. Hopefully I can get time to give each one of them a chance to give you a detailed show around, so I won't do it just now. If I miss some of them, I will catch up and fill it in myself. We do have our little attached works bucket, the first one in the country. Looking good on the Kinshofer Knox and the Takeuchi TB230, sorry, TB325R. So yeah, we're pretty much set up. Thank you Ramsey & Jackson and Takeuchi UK for the loan of the little 3-ton digger. It is much appreciated. Other than that, I think we're done, are we? We're nearly done.
We're nearly done.
We're nearly done. We are going to wait on the flag guy coming, get a scan done of that.
Flag guy. We're the flag guys.
We're the flag guys. And then we'll try and take half an hour, 45 minutes, get a walk around, see who we can see what we can see, see what we can show you, and then we'll go home.
Coffee.
And get a coffee on the way there. 7 PM Thursday evening, we're back home again. We're about 45 minutes away from the showground, so we're just travelling home each evening. A longer day than I was expecting it to be today, but got everything done. Spoke to quite a lot of people as well, people we knew, people we didn't, so that was always good, which is pretty much a lot of the benefit of these shows. Yeah, ready for tomorrow. Another big day tomorrow. Show is on tomorrow, Friday, and yeah, tomorrow is Friday and it's on Saturday, so 2 days set up for 2 days show, and hopefully we'll get everything back down on Saturday and get it home. However, that is us for Thursday, ready for the show tomorrow. Hopefully we can show you around everything that's on display, and if we get time between tomorrow and Saturday, we'll get you around some other stands and show you around there as well. Friday morning, 7:45, we're back in Edinburgh.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, Friday morning, 8 o'clock, ScotPlant day 1 is upon us. The sun is coming out.
Thankfully.
Thankfully, all we can hope for now is good weather, plenty of people, and a good day.
A good day,
so,
yeah.
Let's go.
So I'm Carly. I am in the women's construction group for the SPOA, and today we're at ScotPlant, and we've got the qualifications behind here for the Scottish qualifier for going down south. I'm pretty sure it's going down to. So yeah, if you come inside, we've got a simulator and coffee and burgers. So this is a stand in here. It is a good stand. We've got coffees. We had earlier on, I put a slideshow showing everyone, other women who's in construction. This is a simulator, so it's a simulator with 4 televisions in it. So it's basically sit in the seat and it is very live. So you've got the seat moving about, TVs moving about. This is our new workwear. So we had a meeting and the women's were saying that it is struggling to get wear for women. So we've teamed up with Leo and they have kindly supplied us some high vis. So yeah. So this is Zaya. She's part of a construction group as well. So the trailer, it goes to different shows. It's normally based in our headquarters. And it's got the simulator. So I am working at a quarry digging out clay, shale, and I've just recently done my HGV, and yeah, I really enjoy it. I'd recommend anyone getting into the industry. It's an industry that's lacking women, and we're trying to get more women into the industry. If you want to contact anyone, contact Gail McEwen or Cal McIntosh, or the SPOA group on Facebook.
I am a clamshell grab driver, so I drive lorries. I also have my digger ticket and stuff, so I worked my way up to being a lorry driver. I think it's a great job. You get lots of variation every day, you're bobbing up and down and you meet lots of new people. And especially with this group as well, you get to meet other girls in the similar situation as you. Definitely an obstacle. You've obviously got childcare to think about, and I miss my job a wee bit, but I love raising my wee boy, and I've already actually had 2 night shifts and kind of worked it out so I could have, and I work for family business, so I can work it that way, and I'm very lucky that I can do that.
You've got amazing days out, like we're going to the race day, we've got days out at Rockback, meetings to discuss other issues.
Possibly the dry sweet factory, but if you want to go to these events, that's great, but it's also really good just for meeting new people.
Definitely.
Connections, and you never know where you're going to end up, who you're going to meet.
Hello, I'm Gail McEwen. I'm the Director of Setting Out for Construction, and we're at ScotPlant with the SPOA to promote the machine control, 3D machine control guidance training. And also I'm part of the Women in Plant working group. Women in Plant is a working group committee that's been formed through the SPOA to encourage women to perhaps look at a career and choose a career in the plant industry, but it's also for people that are already working in the industry to discuss things that are going on at the moment that we could be looking at to improve. So things like facilities on site, PPE, these are all things that we've been looking at in the recent time. So together with the working group, we're looking at these issues and looking at ways that we can navigate it to make the industry more inclusive and again attract more women into the sector. You can contact the SPOA directly, so you can go to the SPOA's website. We've got a dedicated email domain for the Women in Plant, so you can be part of, if you even just let us know who you are, where you are, we'll get you added onto the mailing list, and we'll let you know about events that we're doing, which is another part of what Women in Plant are doing. So we'll arrange different events throughout the year where we can all get together for social events as well as professional sit-down formal conversations, so we like to do a bit of both. So yeah, just contact the SPOA directly and then we'll get in touch with you. So it's something that is getting talked about in the industry quite a lot just now. So until recent times, many women in the construction industry have really had to make do with PPE that's ill-fitting. PPE is very much until recently been designed for men. You do get unisex PPE, but again it's still quite often very ill-fitting for a woman. So at the moment what we've been looking at is PPE specifically for women, even down to one of the jackets that we've got, and even down to the way that the sleeves cut, and the way that basically to make it a lot more comfortable for a woman. And not only that, it improves safety on the site as well, because you're not having to constantly be tugging, pulling at things all the time. So yes, the PPE has been fantastic. So we've been working quite closely with a supplier called Leo Workwear, and they've kindly given us some samples to show at ScotPlant today. So we've got trousers, we've got jackets, we've got boots, and it's really again to show the women in the industry what products are out there, and the aim is that we can start rolling this out across the industry. We can get people talking about it, and hopefully more women will not have to source their own PPE or be forced to really have to wear PPE that doesn't fit them. So on the stand we have a lot that you can see here. So we've got Police Scotland here to talk about theft prevention. So it's quite an interesting one. We've also got the Operators Challenge qualifier. So we can see this set up here. So it's a timed event, and it will qualify for the Scottish Plant Owner Championships that will be held later on in the year. Inside we have the Women in Plant section, so you can see some of our PPE on our lovely mannequin ready in there, and right in the background you can see we've got the 10-star simulator, which has all been set up for 3D machine control. So yeah, plenty going on.
And you're responsible
for both Women in Plant and the 10-star. I've signed myself up for both.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Friday evening, ScotPlant Day 1 officially done. Thank you to everybody that came by the stand to talk to us, to look at products, whatever, just for a general chat. It is much appreciated. It was busy, it was stacked out with people early this morning. Where our pitch is, it's on the sort of main road in, so it does get everybody in the morning. Really busy in the morning, tailed off a little bit in the afternoon, and then we got a run again in the evening. But some really good positive inquiries. Hopefully some things come for it. So one day left, we're just taking a walk around here. One day left, and that'll be us. What do you think?
It's been a good day. Yeah, lots of inquiries, lots of friendly people on the stand. Yeah. Aye, it's been good. It's been a good day. Weather's been good. I think that's brought a lot of people out. I heard somebody say that it's been record-breaking numbers for the Friday. I'm led to believe it's on. I fell in one of the stands. I think it was Bunk Cabin had said that he'd heard from the organisers.
Bunk Cabin?
Is it Bunk Cabin?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was Bunk Cabin because it's cabins, beds. No? Anyway, yeah. So that's really positive if it's record breaking for today. I think so. I don't feel as knackered as I did last night.
Okay. That makes one of us.
Are you knackered?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel that Tarpin's hard. Talk to people all day.
Using your brain.
Using my brain all day. So yeah. It's
been really good, and everybody's been really lovely.
Oh,
everybody's been lovely. So, yeah. Aye, we'll just see what tomorrow brings, and we'll go for it. Day one's done.
7:45 Saturday morning. The second and final day of ScotPlant 2024 is here. It was a busy one yesterday. Hopefully we'll get the same again today. I know I told you we were going to get some brand and some manufacturer representatives to show you around the stand yesterday. Well, that did not happen, so I will give you a look around just now in a bit more detail. Just Laura and I here today, so yeah, it will be busy regardless. So let's go give you a quick tour around, show you what we're looking at. So this is our stand as you're walking into the show. Everything from this corner forward. Starting off with a range of Cymex attachments. The little Cymex VAC2 screening bucket up to its big brother, the VAC20. Followed by some stalwarts of the Cymex range, the planers, both excavator mounted planer and a skid steer mounted planer, 450 wide with asphalt teeth, backed up by some Cangini attachments, a new one to us that I showed you getting delivered a couple of weeks ago, the Cangini mixer bucket, and our range of flails. Got a selection of flails, the TC1 100, the 1 metre wide. You may have seen us packing a few of these on the previous videos. Followed by the big TC4 150 and the TC2F, the front mounted flail with Avant mini loader brackets. Sticking with the grey and orange, you'll have seen these before on the channel if you've watched any of our videos. The Ecotech tree shears, the RTS 300 rotating tree shear, and the 250 with rotation. Move that out the road. Coming forward, of course, we have a selection of auger top products, a selection of drive units, 4500 max, 5500 max, and the 15000. They're joined by some additional tools, a 300mm log splitting cone, and two of our stump planers, the 250 and the 350mm versions. And coming back towards the front, one of the newest attachments in the auger top range, the cone crusher bucket. Sitting alongside the biggest auger drive in the range, the 150,000 max, which got quite a bit of attention yesterday just due to its sheer size. And next to that, there was a reason we were looking at Knox attachments in the last couple of weeks' videos. We have two new ones here on the stand, along with a TR45. It's done a little bit of work. We've got that on the Takeuchi TB325R with our very own Attachworks S40 300mm cable bucket. The Knox attachments we've got on the stand are the TR45, two of those, and the big TR14. We'll go into more detail on these attachments in future videos, but that's just a quick look around for this morning. And of course a little 2.5 ton Takeuchi, supplied by Takeuchi UK and Ramsey and Jackson. So thank you very much to them for that. I think it's looking good there with the little Knox tilt rotator on it. As you've seen, we picked up these track mats the other day just in case of bad weather, but they've came in really handy. They made a nice little pathway up the middle of the stand. Yes, we've borrowed a set of table and chairs just to fill this gap here, and that's pretty much us round about the stand. Oh, breakers, I forgot about them. Of course, a selection of GB breakers, a 10, a 20 and a 45 TL. As always, if you have any questions on any attachments or any products in the video, leave them in the comments down below. I will get back to every one of them. Otherwise, it's Saturday morning, day 2 of ScotPlant. I think we're ready to go. Let's bring it on.
How's it going? I'm Jamie. I'm a self-employed 360 excavator operator. I work all over Scotland with a various amount of machines and attachments. Railway work, civils work, plot works, foundations, couple of homers in between, a bit of everything. But yeah, it's been a great day so far and thanks for having us.
5 PM Saturday evening, the rush to get out of here has begun. For everybody else, it's about to begin for us. Another busy day. We are waiting on SNT coming. We're going to make a start and get everything packed up before he gets here, and hopefully we'll get everything out tonight. Whew. Started at 5, last pallet loaded at 8, and we are nearly out of here, and we're nearly done for ScotPlant 2024. We're going to go and take this back, unload it. We might have something secret to show you. There is one spent looking lorry hiding in the back. Thanks again to my dad for coming, giving us a hand packing up and picking up the wee forklift. What was a full show stand 3 hours ago is no longer. Oh, and there's a new vehicle, just for good measure. There she is. Yep, thanks again also to Ramsey and Jackson for the loan of the little Takuchi. It's back in the way we got it, back with a quick hitch on and ready to go to a customer. Quick thoughts. Thank you very much. Nearly 11 o'clock, Saturday evening, we're back home, full ScotPlant roundup coming tomorrow. Sunday afternoon, we've done it, ScotPlant 2024 is officially over. I've had a little bit of time to reflect this morning. I'm just out tidying out the pickup a little bit, putting some things back in the warehouse, catching up with a couple of things that we missed over the Friday and Saturday when we weren't here. Yeah, ScotPlant 2024. Hopefully we've given you some good coverage of it. As always, when it comes to shows like this, the main priority are the people who have taken the time to come and speak to us in person and at the stand. So hopefully we've managed to capture some content and some good stuff in between that for you. Personally, for me, that was by far my favourite ScotPlant and my favourite trade show we have done to date. I think everything from the setup to the product mix to the people that we spoke to, the amount of people we spoke to, the stand location, everything right down to the weather was as good as we could have hoped for. Were there things that we could have done slightly better? Of course, but that's always going to be the case. But just, I'm stuck for words a little bit, as you can hear, just as to how much effort went into everything that we put on there over the weekend. And all I'm left to say is thanks to everybody that made it happen, to Laura first and foremost for taking charge of the stand and how it looked and all the materials and where the products were going and everything for that. to all our manufacturers, to Auger Torque, to Ecotech, to Cymex, to Cangini, to Kinshofer, all of them, to GB Breakers, who helped us out with product and with marketing materials and everything that was required to put on what we put on, to Stuart Nickel Transport for doing all of the transport, and to obviously to the ScotPlant show, and to you guys for coming along, taking the time out of your day to come to the show, to come stop by the stand, to introduce yourself in person and to come and speak to us and look at what we had to offer. Thoroughly appreciated. And actually, this is a complete U-turn for me, looking forward to the next one. On top of that, a really big week for us at the attachment company. And I gave you a sneak peek of it last night, where if you have watched our videos before, you would have noticed that where we dropped off all of the attachments last night was not our usual location. So, huge news upcoming for that as well. Look out for that video in the coming weeks. There's going to be a big special video on that. Otherwise, that's us done for this episode. Please let us know down below what you thought of this week's episode. When you're down there, please hit subscribe. You'd be doing us a massive favour. And if you liked this week's episode, please look out for next week's. We are down at Cheltenham visiting Auger Torque and Kinshofer next week, the end of next week. That should be able to bring you some really good content that we haven't managed before. We've also, it's what I've got on the forklift at the moment, got a special order attachment that we've been working on for the last few months with Cymex. I will show you that. It'll be tomorrow morning, but it'll be next week's video. So please look out for that. Again, let us know what you thought of this week's in the comments, and I'll catch you next week.